correctly with the correct amount.
Awesome song. That was Right Now from Nail. Nail is the brainchild of Reiner and Cindy Weechman, both recent and former members of the Canadian multi-platinum selling recording artist Helix. Their 2006 departure from that band paved the way for a fresh start with a different sound and direction. Perhaps best categorized as progressive metal, their sound has been compared to everything from Rush influence to containing elements of Ozzy and Tool, although it's safer to say that Nail sounds like Nail. The lineup consists of Reiner and Cindy Weechman, Del Penny drums, and Darcy Mudsley on bass. They are all fantastic, long-time great musicians for headlining as well as support acts. Nail's initial focus so far to date has been on the writing and recording of their new album, with the recent addition of bassist Darcy Mudsley rounding out the four-piece live lineup. Nail is currently in rehearsal for upcoming live dates and tours to support their new album, Nail. For concert dates, log on to www.nailband.com or check out their MySpace at www.myspace.com/nailtheband. Apart from Nail, Reiner also has numerous production credits to his resume, impressively having produced past albums for Canadian metal rock groups such as Blood of Christ, Helix, Thine Eyes Bleed, as well as pre-production sessions for the last two releases from Kitty, believe it or not. Wow. Hi, DJ Tina here, host of HMTV Canada Easy. With me today is Reiner, Cindy, and Dale, and Darcy of Nail the Band. Hi Nail, congratulations on the release of your new album, Nail. I really dig how Nail takes the listener on a journey of relationships, human beliefs, social and religious issues. Who writes the band's lyrics and what inspires or motivates them to write these lyrics? Are they based on experiences that the band members have gone through?
Okay, well, I guess I might answer that one. Hi, I'm Reiner, the guitar player, and I guess chief writer of lyrics, I guess. Basically, we do contribute lyrics. Cindy actually contributes some of the lyrics to the album as well, but for the most part, I think I could be responsible for them. Most of the songs on the album are issues that you can, everyday issues of things that are going on in people's lives and that. So we try to make them relevant to everybody's experiences, and I guess, like you say, there's some stuff that's religious issues, or songs about war, or songs about substance abuse, and, trying to steer away from the boy meets girl, I love you, and go parking kind of song, but you get a little bit more in-depth with it,
I really dig the ripping vocals, the mean guitar riffs, and the drum beats to this album. Were there any challenges in laying the song tracks down to the recording of Nail?
Actually, yes, there was a couple. Hi, I'm Dale, the drummer. Hi, Tina. Let me start with a personal note on that. Most of the album was already written by Reiner when we started laying down all the tracks for the album. And it was my job at that point to do a little interpretation as to what Reiner had in mind for drum ideas and so on. That was my biggest challenge, personally. And that's where I got most of my headaches and ate most of my Tylenols from. But now at the same time,
Reiner had a much bigger role to play. At the time, we didn't have a bass player.
Okay.
And Reiner also recorded all the bass tracks, as well as the guitars and so on. So he had a heck of a lot more to do than the rest of us. But challenges, yeah, we had a pile of those right up to the ceiling. There was no lack of that. And Cindy as well. She had to interpret Reiner's ideas for vocal lines and so on. And it was something that we wrote and recorded at the same time. We would sit down and throw ideas back and forth. And it was kind of a one-piece process. And that in itself is a big challenge. And but it got done, and I think we did a fair job on it. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, so basically that was pretty much it for the challenges. I mean, it's the biggest challenge for us writing is the fact that Reiner does most of the writing, and then we have to try to interpret what he wants to put down. Same with the vocals as well. You know, he'll sometimes sing the song to me, and then I've got to put my twist onto it, and you know, you add a little extra, you take some things out. But overall, when it was said and done, you know, we were really happy with the recording.
Who helps with the mixing and mastering of All Nails music production?
I helped in spirit. This is Darcy, the bass player again, and everything else was Reiner. He mixed and mastered it, and it was all done here at the House of Nail, Mole Studios, which is a pretty much self-sufficient studio where we mixed and mastered and recorded everything.
I'm curious, where on location were your videos Carp Diem, Spider, and Right Now filmed at, and are these videos currently on rotation at Much Music?
The video Spider was pretty much done in front of a green screen, as well as Carpe Diem. There was a shot we did where we set up our live set, and that was on location. Right now we shot in the studio, and the newer video, FOAD, we did that in a town of Burr. We used a general store, a really cool general store, and in Arbor there was a graveyard we used. And as far as Much Music, we don't have anything in rotation right now. We're really sticking with YouTube and the website as of right now, but Much Music is definitely something, a goal that's a little further down the road for us.
Who did the awesome artwork for Nail's cover? And is this the same artist that designs the band's merchandise?
Yeah, it is actually. We have to thank Reiner for all the artistic stuff. He basically did all the artwork for the CD. He did all the artwork for the merchandise. And, he pretty much puts all that together for us. So he don't only write songs, but he's a really good artist as well. He does a lot of the video stuff as well. So he's kind of the key guy there when it comes to all the artsy-fartsy stuff. And also for our website, we want a big thank you to Ron Kinyon, who does our website for us, and he's an amazing guy. He does a great job. He actually does the Helix website as well.
Oh, wow.
And so he's a friend of ours, and he put all that together for us, and he's just a super webmaster. He's won, I think, a few awards for his websites as well, so he's really good at what he does.
Now, I was really impressed when you said they're former members of Helix in the band Nail, and I thought, wow. And I just wanted to ask at this point, can you tell us a little bio about the Nail band, the members, and the former bands that they played in?
Sure. Well, myself, I played in quite a few bands over the years. Probably the most known in Canada that I've played in would be Helix. And with Helix, I was a backup singer. I played acoustic guitar and percussion. And before that, I also played in a Meatloaf tribute band for many years, and we were called Bad Out of Hell, and we did a lot of theaters and a lot of festivals and stuff like that. And back in the 80s, I played in a band called Chaos, which we did a lot of work out east. We were from out east at the time, and we played out there, and we put out a couple of CDs, or I should say albums back then. And we actually toured with Helix back in the 80s, and we were an opening band for them on tour for a few shows, and it was kind of ironic when, 20 years later, we ended up playing with Helix. So that was kind of funny, but anyway, that's my little bio.
And I am Reiner, the guitar player, and I guess I share a similar history with Cindy. We've been playing together for a long time, and I was also with Helix in the last about 2004 to about 2006 or so, and after that band, of course, we decided to form something different and a little bit more contemporary, and decided to put Nail on the map and started writing songs for the project that is currently Nail.
I auditioned for Nail, Darcy, the bass player. I auditioned for Nail in 2007 in November, and been with these guys ever since. And before that, I was a frontman bass playing in a band called Baked Goods for a number of years. We put out an album, and before that, kind of coming out of high school with a bunch of high school buddies, was a band called Dwell, and again, we put out a few albums, and yeah, I've been playing bass for a number of years, but yeah, it's going good with these guys.
Hey, Tina, Dale again.
Hi.
Hey. Well, aside from the obvious 1,000 bar bands I've played with over the years, there's been tribute acts. I was also part of Bat Out of Hell for a while.
Awesome.
I played in a Van Halen tribute for a bit. There's been local blues artists I've worked with. Still looking for that really, really big professional, travel the world, take over everything kind of gig, which is us, by the way. That's what Neil will be. So I suggest you get a helmet and take cover. And yeah, I mean, there's been, it's been a while now. A lot of bands. Reiner and I mean, we've known each other since we were kids. Played a million gigs together. We're finally getting around to do something that we want to do with our thing.
Awesome.
So we're a happy bunch right now. Things are going pretty good, and we're just trying to keep it rolling. There you go.
Sweet. Do all the band members share the same influences for their music, and do they like to experiment and come up with new ideas for their sound?
Oh, wow, influences. Hi, Dale again. Influences, yeah, like there's a million of those. I mean, if I had to make a list, we don't have time for that. I mean, for me, it started way back, bands like Deep Purple, it started there. It came up through progressive side, Rush, Yes, Genesis. That's where I got most of my thing from. Kiss. They've had my Kiss thing for a while. God, what was I thinking? But influences, we do have a lot of similar influences, which is really nice. Which is why this whole thing blends so well, especially with Reiner and I, who've known each other since we were young guys. Let's see, try new things. Yeah, that's the whole idea with this project. We definitely don't want to be the flavor of the month club,
Yeah.
Where I don't think anybody can accuse us of being different. I mean, sounding like somebody else. We are different, absolutely. Oh, you guys sound like this band, or...
I think collectively all the influences that we share kind of all blends together and forms the sound of what we have now. So, yeah, it's fair to say that we're the product of many different influences, and I guess when you listen closely to the songs, maybe you can say, maybe this sounds a little like this or a little like that, but you can't really ever put your finger on it because I guess it's just a mix of everything.
Has the band have anyone helping them get shows in the area, and how have your live shows been? Have you received a great turnout of fans attending, and did you sell merchandise and CDs?
Well, definitely. I mean, we are as much a live band as we are a recorded band, and I think one of the things, too, is when you hear the album, it's pretty obvious that the band as a live band is more of a concert-type band than it is a club band. All the live gigs that we've been doing has been basically setting up our own shows that are basically concert performances as opposed to trying to play in smaller bars. So we've had to put some shows together in larger venues, and consequently it's a little tough to set up bigger shows. It's a lot easier to just kind of show up at a Friday night in a small bar and get 30 people out, but setting up bigger shows is a little bit more of a challenge, so that's what we've been doing. So we've played select few shows in the area, but when we do promote the shows, it's usually a pretty good turnout. And at that time, yeah, definitely merchandise sales. You have to concentrate on that because I think realistically, most bands nowadays, that's where they make a living, is selling their merchandise more so than trying to find a great lot of revenue in album sales. Generally speaking.
What's the band's favorite city to play in?
Okay. Well, you know what? I think I can speak for everybody here, but one of our most fun shows we did was actually out east. We flew out to St. John's, Newfoundland, and that was really, really fun. And I think for Darcy, that was
Yeah.
a really good time. It was your first time there, right?
It's my first time. I got screeched in. That was fun.
Awesome.
And so that was probably one of our favorite cities to play in.
It was kind of the first show we got off the ground with our live shows, kind of our inaugural show, so it was special that way too. And St. John's is very musically culture orientated, I guess. So it was just a great atmosphere to be there. You know, there was a lot of music stuff going on, and especially for me being there the first time, it was nice to get out of town, so to speak, and rock out in St. John's.
So do you like outdoor festivals, or do you like playing indoors better?
You know what?
Depends if it's raining, I guess.
Yeah. It really varies. I mean, it depends on where the festival is and what you're doing, you know. Some festivals obviously are going to be really great because there's a lot of people and you know, the atmosphere is really, really good. But, I mean, there's also indoor venues that, you know, the thing with doing the indoor shows for ourselves is usually shows we put together ourselves so we can actually do our whole show, which is right now about an hour, 45, 2-hour show. And so it's really fun to do our own show. Sometimes when you do festivals, you know, they only allow you to play maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. And so you don't get to do your own, you know, your whole show, which is what we like to do. So, I mean, it really varies. Both are really a lot of fun.
What countries would Neil like to tour in the future?
I think we would probably, Europe would probably be our favorite country we would like to play. I'm speaking for myself, especially back in 2005, we were over in Europe and we toured with Helix over there. We did a Sweden rock festival, which is probably one of the biggest rock festivals in the world. And that was really cool, and we got to experience how people over there like, you know, all the rock bands. They're really into rock and metal over there, and they just support it tremendously. And so that was really, really fun. And actually, while we were over there, Kim Mitchell was there at the same time with us. So in 2005, we got to hang out and do the same festival. So that was really cool to have the two Canadian bands there. So I would have to say Europe probably would be our favorite for the future.
Oh yeah.
Okay. How has internet helped in marketing Neil's music, and does the band have a street team in place to help spread the word about the band's music, or is the band doing all the work in self-promoting all their material?
You know what? We're pretty much doing everything ourselves at this point. I actually have been thinking about putting together a street team. I haven't done that yet. So, you know, I've been doing a lot of the internet stuff myself. We do a lot of marketing. Most of my contacts have been through either MySpace or our website. And we do a lot of stuff through there. We do a lot of our merchandise sales and our CDs and pretty much going through that. We do have a couple of record labels. Like we have one in the States, Paris Records, which are promoting us out there, and they're helping us out by selling some of our CDs for us. There's actually been some record stores in the States that have contacted me through the internet and have purchased, you know, so many of our CDs and so yeah, it's pretty much safe to say we're doing most of it ourselves right now.
When you're traveling through towns and that, do you leave business cards or little flyers or anything like that at local stores, businesses, music stores, that sort of thing?
Well, it depends. I mean, we've had to in the past, any shows we've promoted, say, for instance, in St. John's, we did send out CDs and, of course, had some of the record stores and you know, take our tickets, sell our tickets for us. And so, yeah, we try to keep in contact pretty much with other businesses and stuff, for sure.
In our area, when a concert comes through, there's kids that will post the flyers on poles and hydro poles and that sort of thing. Do you have a local team helping out in your area as well when you're playing concerts live?
Well, we don't have a street team as yet, but
oh, okay.
We did that ourselves. Again, it's more self. I put a lot of hours in.
You got lots of friends.
Yeah, a lot of imaginary friends, but they all helped out.
Our bass player has a few friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're pretty much doing that stuff ourselves at this point still. It's all things to consider down the road, for sure.
Yeah, it's really surprising that even though the internet is in place, we still have a lot of kids that if you pay them a couple bucks, they're going to go out on every window or every street corner and paste the posters up on where the streets are changing lights or hydro poles and that sort of thing.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to contact them when we go out to do some shows.
For sure.
Spider's squeegee kid.
On every corner.
He can put his flyer right on
Put
the
a
window.
sticker right on the windshield. That'll piss people off.
Yeah, that's true. They go out and do that at about 2 in the morning. Some of these kids, and they tape it right to like if you travel through our area of town, you'll see posters everywhere, like at every street corner and all the hydro poles. So yeah, like even though the internet's still in place, there's still kids that if you pay them, they go out and they'll do that.
Yeah.
And,
That's well, it's a great way to promote yourselves for sure.
yeah. Okay. Is Nail writing more songs for another album currently, or are they just concentrating on live shows at the moment?
Well, it's kind of a little bit of both. We're actually, today, when we're all gathered here talking to you, we're going to head downstairs and do a little bit more writing and some more rehearsing. We've got a couple of live shows coming up. We've got one in Toronto on the 25th of June at Rock and Roll Heaven. And then we've got a outdoor festival in Woodstock. We've got some shows coming up in London. So, yeah, we're just trying to keep our chops together, make sure we're prepared for those shows. At the same time, we're working on a new album, which we've pretty much got half written at the moment.
Wow.
So we're hoping to get that out by September, mid to late September, if everything goes well. And like I say, there's 5 songs right now that we've pretty much already confirmed are going to be on there, and a couple more to go. Hopefully it'll be done fairly quickly.
Now, is the band currently signed to a record label? Are they looking for one that's going to help out with tour support and also a mass distribution deal?
Well, that's the goal, I guess. I mean, everything else, as you've probably figured out by now from what we've been telling you, we can pretty much take care of most things on our end. We do have a good recording studio that we work through. We do most of the video stuff, production-wise. We do all that ourselves. So as far as label involvement goes, really what we're looking for is somebody to take us on to do exactly what you suggest, mass distribution as well as promotion. And, along with that, we're probably looking for some, either a promoter or a half-decent manager with some connections that can put us on some festival shows with other bands that, are already name recording acts, so to speak, so at least we get out in front of a lot more people that way,
Cyclone Records has a high-profile artists put together like Prism and the former band of Toronto.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, and they're putting together shows in the area, and the entire group is doing concerts right now. It's awesome, so definitely hook up with Brad True if you can.
Well, we're going to give it a shot. I think we're going to send an email out to him and see if we can't get him interested in what we do. Which would be great because most of those other bands that you've mentioned, we've either worked with in the past in some way in different capacities. Like as you know from the Helix days that we were involved with, a lot of the bands that he's currently booking are bands that we used to either play with and be on the same venues or the same bills with. We did work with the Headpins and bands like that. So. Hopefully there's some interest in putting Nail on some of these bills.
Do you still keep in touch with Helix today?
Absolutely, yeah. Brian and I are still pretty good friends, and I see him probably once a month at least.
Has the idea ever come across that maybe you and Helix can play a live show together again in the future? Can we look forward to that?
Well, that's as far as us being members of the band, or as far as Nail pairing up with Helix?
Nail pairing up with Helix for a show.
Yeah, we've kind of tossed it about with Brian, and the thing is, it's not really Brian's decision so much as it is like his promoter or his booking agent, And so if Brian were to say today, "Oh, yeah, it'd be a great idea to put a show together," we'd still have to go through those avenues and try and sell the idea to the guys that are booking him,
Okay.
So I'm sure maybe, hopefully, with everything else that's going on, that could happen in the not-too-distant future.
What are the band's hopes and goals for the remainder of 2009, and what do they want to accomplish?
Hey, Tina, Dale here.
Hi.
Hi again. Ryder already touched on a piece of it with getting involved with the right people, of course, management, and promotion, and so on. Other things, of course, we want to get a good list of shows ready to go. Of course, we're working on a new CD that was also mentioned as well. We want to get that out by September. And new videos are in the works as well. We're getting that ready. And we just want to get things rolling and keep it rolling. It's that simple. We just want to take over the world. And that's the goal.
That's a good title for a tune, don't you think?
Possibly.
Take over the world? Yeah.
There you go.
True to represent German.
Please ignore that last thing. So, I mean, the list of goals is, I think, pretty obvious.
Okay, yeah.
Like any band,
Oh, yeah, the shows, the promotion, the videos, the CD, we just want to keep going.
Well, to sum it all up, you're going to conquer the world, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Complete and total world domination.
That's right.
Certainly in other worlds as well.
We'll never be as big as Kiss, though, because then we'll have to pay Gene Simmons royalties for everything.
Oh, talking about Gene Simmons, did
He
you?
invented it.
Oh, talking about Gene Simmons, you know he's in the Toronto area right now.
We heard that actually, that he's trying to find some Canadian bands and stuff.
Yep, he's starting his own record label.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but
Bring
he's
that to Canada. There's definitely a lot of talent around here, to have it being
Well,
pushed.
Gene, if you're listening.
he has got his hands full because the Toronto area is just full of indie bands.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure he's being hounded by everybody right now.
I'm sure he is too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Simmons is in town. Oh, yeah. Every band in the Toronto area wants his phone number.
Oh, I know for sure they will.
But just in case, our phone number, 519. Anyway.
So before we wrap up our interview, does Nail have any shout-outs to their fan base and friends?
Sure. I think, first of all, we want to send a big shout-out to Ron Kenyons, our webmaster, for putting such a great website together for us and just being such a great guy. He's helped us tremendously. And want to thank our crew that works with us when we do our live shows. We have quite a few people that help us out, so they're just awesome. And without them, of course, the live show wouldn't be what it is. Definitely our merch girls, Claudia and Amy. Those two girls go out and they sell our stuff for us when we do our live shows, and they're just great, and they help out a lot. And, of course, all the people that check out our nail file every Sunday. On our website, every Sunday, we have what we call a nail file section, and you can go there and it's sometimes video, sometimes written, updates on what's going on with the band. So we have a lot of hits. We have a lot of people that go on there every Sunday and just check it out and see what's new and what's happening. Sometimes there's, real important stuff. Sometimes not so important. Sometimes just funny, crazy stuff that's on there. But it keeps people interested and it keeps people on the website. So, I guess that's pretty much it. You guys
And
got
of course,
anybody?
our family, yeah.
Yeah.
And the baby Jesus.
I like the beard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Can you plug in your web addresses once again for our audience?
Sure.
Absolutely.
It's nailband.com. That's our official site, so you can go there and get get the updates, buy merch, buy CDs, and check out the videos on there. Also, we have a Nail the Band, which is our MySpace site. So that would be www.myspace.com/nailtheband. So you can go there as well. And we're also on Twitter. So if you want to add us to your Twitter site, you can go on there. I think it's also Nail the Band. I don't know exactly what that one is. But anyway, it's Twitter. I'm sure there's some way of finding us there. You can go there, and we'll add you on, and you add us, and we'll do our little updates and check it out.
We'll have lunch.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Shit.
Thank you for allowing our e-zine to interview Nail. Horns high, you rock, and I hope to see you play in our area soon.
All right, thank you. And we will be, like I said, we're going to be in Toronto on June 25th, which is Thursday night at Rock and Roll Heaven. So hopefully some of you guys can come down. Maybe you can come down and see us, Tina.
For sure. I look forward to
With
it.
us. And we hope to see you there. So we'll see you all in Toronto on June 25th.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.
Bye, Tina.